Oh my God. Hi everyone, it's Andrea, and here I am back again. This time I am doing a new character. Well, she's not quite new to me, but she's kind of always been a work in progress. I've never been able to get her where I want her. Story of my life. This is Marceline from Adventure Time. Yes, Marceline the Vampire Queen. I feel like once I get her, I can also move on to Marshall Lee, which is the masculine or male counterpart of her in other universes. Which, if you haven't seen Fiona and Cake, I actually really enjoyed it, but it had also been a long time since I'd seen Adventure Time to like really pick up on any continuity issues, if there even were some, but it was fun. So I'm gonna start off by getting this put away, okay? I spared you from having to watch me be in pain the entire time because I've been sweaty because it's getting warmer because it's almost basically summer. And when you have naturally curly hair and you start to sweat, the hair retains or goes back to its original format, starts to curl. So it's a mixture of curl and straight and frizz. Marceline has black hair, so wearing a black wig cap is not a bad idea. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prep my face. As you know, I'm using the Good Mood Gel Moisturizer from Fourth Ray Beauty, available at ColourPopCosmetics.com. Again, I don't know if that's the website. I should probably stop saying that. They're not paying me anyway. Like even just those points, like my skin feels so much cooler. Oops, see, the wig cap's a little low, which I found out because I put my moisturizer on. So I'm gonna let this sink in, let it absorb, let it moisturize, let it hydrate. And I'm gonna talk about the two different types of grays I have today. So as we all know, Marceline is some type of gray, light blue, whatever, mix of the two, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, synonym. You all know I love the Maron, right? Here's the thing. I was looking at the Maron Paradise AQ, which is what I've used in the past specifically for, what's her name? Lumpy Space Princess. You saw me fail miserably with the Maron Starblend Cake for Chelsea, but you saw that I was able to use like the Maron Cream Blend Stick for Connie, Princess Carolyn, and Chelsea. So today we're gonna look at two different ones, but instead of like going full on my face, I'm actually gonna swatch. So we're gonna do a swatch on my hands to see what would be best. I'm really hoping that the Starblend Cake works better because I am using a different brush this time. Voila! So I remember the last time I did use a Starblend Cake and it went well, I used a brush similar to this. And I painted myself in my car. It was the first time I'd ever gone out in public in cosplay, like to a convention, to be fair. It was like WonderCon some year. And I painted myself green with a Starblend Cake in my car. That car still had like green paint on the dashboard when it was totaled by somebody else who hit it when it was parked. All that being said, I thought I had a different light gray for the Maron. I thought I didn't even have the Maron, but I do have a Maron Cream Blend Stick. And this is in the light gray, the Elgi. They say you can do this dry. That feels wrong. I'm gonna look at it dry. So that's what it looks like, just dry, okay? There's a little something there, but your homie likes full coverage. Don't I, Shaggy? I am gonna take one of my wee yogurt cups again. I'm going to dampen this brush, swirly, swirly, swirl, and then move about. None of that really made sense, but it did make sense. It might be too wet. It's dripping. We're swirly, swirly, swirling. Okay. Okay, but this seems really dark. But the coverage compared to what I got when I was doing the gray face or the pink face paint for Chelsea is very different. Like, look at that. Oh my God. Shags. And I think the reason why this is so dark is because this is the Monster Gray. Now, the Paradise AQ wasn't really gray. It was called Storm Cloud, but it did look very similar to this shade, maybe like slightly cooler with a little bit more of a blue in it. This does feel very dark for her, but dang it. I think this brush is the way to go if I'm gonna use these Starblend Cakes. So that's good to know. One of the things I'm hesitant about using the Cream Blend Stick is because I've been throwing away my beauty blenders, y'all. I forgot you can keep them and just wash them. I just been getting rid of them. So I have one that I've only used once, and it was for Chelsea. But let me tell y'all, That pink cream blend is hard to get out. The cream blend is hard to get out of brushes. It's hard to get out of this. Like when it wants to stay, it stays, which is why I love it for my face. Next, we're gonna look at the cream blend stick. And this is in a different shade, as you can tell. Different shade and different type. Like it's cream, it's not water activated like this was. So buff this baby out. It kind of reads as ashy or white. Oh, this is a hard choice. This just seems so dark. What if I combine them? Okay, that might be the way to go. Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm about to do this. This is already late at night and I'm scared. All right, I don't know if I showed how I applied this last time when I was doing Chelsea because I was going through all of the emotions, mostly being panic. And I just want to make sure you see how I do this. Like, it's not terribly a lot. That way I can like buff it out. You do want to make sure to get under here. I'm not going to get too much of my ears because Marcy, because we're on, you know, nickname basis, Marcy has long hair and it'll cover that. And we just buff. I don't know. I don't know if I used enough, if I should have used more. I don't know. Honestly, I should have, I don't know if I should have kept going, but I was, because look at this. I couldn't do this color. It's way too pale. I can't just do that by itself. I guess I'm going over it with the Star Blend cake. Maybe I just don't make good decisions. And I don't. See, I knew I didn't. I don't know about this, y'all. Oh my God, I look terrifying. This is a bad idea. But you know, my mama didn't raise no quitters, so I keep going. I don't know what's going on with my nose. I'm gonna go back in with a light gray and use this for some highlighting. And I don't know what possessed me to combine all of these different types of makeup other than time constraints and feeling like I was on a challenge episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. But I kept going. I kept layering. I kept trying to make it lighter. Friend, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go back over a little bit more. So apparently my solution is if there's a problem, cover it up. So the last video when I was setting this makeup, my cream blend stick, I used the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass. But my concern with using that for this is that this is the banana, so it's a little bit more warm. So I want to try to retain the coolness of this, so I'm going to be using the Maron Color Set Powder. It's translucent, or so they say. It's loose in there. That's what she said. And like, look how big this dang thing is. This is the Maron one too. That was probably too much. I've been powdered. It's everywhere. So the next thing I'm going to try to do is dust this off. There is definitely powder in this eye. I don't know about this. I look like an ashy dead person. Marceline would not be ashy. She would still be using cocoa butter. I'm not sure if I can save this. I'm going to continue to try to contour and give depth. It's another ColourPop palette. It's Baroque. This one palette that's been loved. It's called Up in Smoke, I think. Night Dream. So I just used a ton of eyeshadow to try to correct this horrendous mess I made because that's what I do. I just keep layering and building because I do graphic design. That's what makes sense to me. I just kept building. There's definitely some depth. So I'm gonna try to give like some kind of shimmer maybe. Cause you know, vampire sparkle. I don't know about these colors though. So, got a little shimmer there. I feel like this is way more glam than I had anticipated her being. But you know, who cares, right? This is my interpretation. Yo puedo hablar español, okay? I can, but sometimes I be messing up. Just gonna blend this in just a little bit more with the matte color, so it's not as Yeah, we want to soften that. Jesus. This is not turning out how I wanted it, but it's turning out some kind of way. I don't know if it's actually gonna end up being Marceline or if I'm just gonna dress up and be like, this is makeup. And here she is. Did the things with some thermoplastic. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish my hands, depends on what the content I'm doing is. I did decide to go for the long wig because I had like this one that was supposed to be like a mullet, like, you know, I was trying to give real sapphic vibes. Didn't work, was not cute. So something happened. Does it work? I don't know yet. We'll find out in post because I can't tell. I won't know. I won't know until all this is done. But thanks so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to my patrons. I could not have done this without your support. All of these products are able to happen because of your support. If you would like to support, please feel free to visit the link in my bio for all of the things. And if you can't support financially, don't worry. A little nice like, a little comment really does go a long way with the algorithm. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Until the next one. None of this could happen without my patrons and viewers like you.